Hi, everybody. This is Teresa. I'm just fooling around with some ATC cards, and I made these two earlier, just experimenting. I watched Janet Nash make an ATC card, watched her with Teresa and Teresa's daughter come in, and so this gave me an idea. So what I did, I was punching out a butterfly border, and I thought, well, wouldn't that look cute on an ATC card? So I took and made two different ATC cards. Made one a dark color bag and one a light color. Hi, Candy. Then I made dark front, light front, to match. And it's kind of a little pocket. Hi, Janet. You gave me an idea. I had to run with it. Your video did. um, anyway, I had to run with an idea that Janet did with her. Her and Serafina made a ATC pocket. So here's my ATC pocket, Janet. So I haven't quite figured out what I'm gonna put into it yet, but I was punching out a border when I was watching you, and it was so nice to see that Teresa and her daughter visited you. That was great. Did they surprise you? So I was making an ATC. I was making a border, and I thought, and then while you were on, you talked about making a pocket out of it, and I really loved the way you did the. Uh, yes, wasn't that great? Hi, Kel. Anyway, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to put on these, uh, or in them. So I think I'm gonna take. I don't know. Yes, I do. I got this one right here. I can cut one of the butterflies off of and put on this one down here, and I can put this one on this one down here. I'm not trading ATCs. I'm just playing around with them. Uh, yes, isn't that something? Wow, it was all of a sudden, like, right. So I thought I would take and I'd do reversers on them. Um, and I made this, and this is kind of pearl. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It's kind of a pearl color, and this is just a blue, and I did the opposite on this one. So um, I'm trying to figure out what I want to put in the pockets now. Oh yeah. Uh, so I don't know what to put in the pockets. so so because to fit into a holder or anything like that, it's going to have to be something that will fit flush with the edge of it. So um, I don't know what I'm going to put in it. A large butterfly. I might have a large butterfly. I'll have to measure and see. I will have to measure and see. Then I'll write everything on the back, um, so that it'll. But anyway, Janet, you inspired me to do this. It's all your fault. I'm just gonna say, just right up front, it's all your fault. Telling you. Anyway, so I don't have any more of this color, but I have plenty of this one. So I'd have to make the butterfly in a different color, I think. Because this is all I've got of what's left of this color right here. That's the scraps from it. Because I just bought the uh, little notebook, the pearlized paper notebook, and I don't have any more of it. I'm about out of it, to be honest with you. I got 4 more sheets of that. So anyway, and that's what I'm doing. And I thought, well, I was sitting here by myself and thought I would go live and see if anybody wanted to come in and chat and see what I was doing. So I'll have to look at my butterflies and see what kind of thing. But I thought about a tag, but if I want to put a tag in it, it's going to have to be kind of a short one. Have to be short and wide, right? To go in here because the bottom of it I've got that glued. I got the bottom and sides glued, and it's a pocket. So I'll have to do that and do a short wide tag and maybe put a, I don't know, some kind of something. Um, I don't know. I had thought about putting some little goodies in the pocket, um, but anyway, that's what I was thinking. Because I'm not sure about the. I'm sorry, y'all. My sinuses are so cruddy, and I apologize for that. But I finished up my antibiotics, so I'm feeling better today. And so this is what I thought about doing: is putting a butterfly there on it. Janet, I just want you to know I thought everybody needed a silver tea service, so I sent you a silver tea service. Most people make it in colors. I had silver, so I made you a silver tea service. Did you get it? Did you get your silver tea service, Janet? So, anyway, I had thought about if I ever get the mail thing from Beth. She said she was going to send me Peter's uh, address, so I would send him, like an ATC card. Um, oh, you're welcome. I just thought that tea set just reminded me of you, and I thought everybody needs a silver tea service, and so I sent you one. So I was just thinking that I was trying to remember what all size you could use in your little books and your on your ATC cards and stuff. And I try to send people stuff that mostly will fit on an ATC card, like these little butterflies. You can cut them apart and put them on an ATC card if you want to. Um, then there's these little half butterflies that, of course, you always going to have a half of one. But you can always put it on the edge if you want to cut it off of there. But these are borders, so you can leave them whole or cut them down to what you want. Anyway, this is where I'm at, y'all. So, what have y'all been up to? Yes, we do. I haven't. Um, I'm still gathering up my stuff but I do have I do have a large uh, road atlas from 2006, and that was December of 2006 is the last time Rick was on the road. Um, he was a long haul truck driver, for those of you that don't know that. And so I'm going to take it. I'm going to make his memory album uh, um, from that atlas, and I'm going to use the pages, and I'm going to out of it, and I'll probably take some of it and send uh, pieces of it in Happy Mail if anybody wants any of it. Um, so, but yeah, little bling right down the middle. I wonder. You think that'll be cute? I'm going to see. I'm going to see if a little bling will look cute on it. It might. You never know. What do y'all think? A little bling right in the middle. So, well, I figured that people like you, Janet, or someone that doesn't live in this country might like a piece of that road atlas because it's from the United States, and I think it's also got Canada and the United States in it. So that would that would be something I could fold and actually send, if not the whole page, at least part of that page to someone. Um, if anybody's interested in it, they can send me a message or let me know or whatever, and I'd be glad to get it to them. It's just something that I'll be using part of the pages. I won't use the whole atlas. I won't use the whole atlas, and there's no need in me keeping everything here because every time I keep something, that I got to get rid of something. Because I'm doing like Lisa. I'm doing the one in, two out. So if I get one thing, if I go buy or pick up one thing, I'm gonna put two things out. So that's what I'm gonna do, and um, so that's where I'm going with it. So what do y'all think about the bling on the butterfly? I don't know. I might use it as a cover for it because um, if I take the book cover itself is plastic because this was yeah I might I've got to look at it real close because I found it on the side of the road and it had gotten wet. So I've opened it up and the pages look great, but the cover may not be so great because, like I said, the cover on it uh, is the road atlas itself is really huge. And let me pull y'all back up. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all just way close, aren't you? Um, but the but the atlas itself was in a plastic cover, and it may have messed the actual cover up. So, well, I'll cut it down and everything because I've got a box in the kitchen that I haven't emptied yet that I'm going to use for it. I'm not going to make a great big. It's just going to be like a little bit bigger than a travel journal. So anyway, that's. I don't know what I did with them now. I made some. I was going to show y'all that what I did. I did some, and I was thinking about doing this right here, but I've got to glue this down, and then I'm going to take and I will fill this in and make it look like stained glass on it, but not this one, but a different one because it's too shiny for that, and you won't be able to really look at it. But it's just something I was thinking about. I've been playing with resin and all that lately, so I've been enjoying myself with resin, figuring out what I can do, and I've got to get me a piece um, that I'm going to leave this to where whoever receives it can lift the wings if they want to. Get up there straight. It's a shame I cannot see straight, y'all. So anything y'all get from me may be crooked. It's a crooked thing. So anyway, that's why I like die cuts so much because I can't really crooked them up. So I can't really crooked up a die cut. They come out a die cut no matter how you look at it. And I'm trying to line it. See, there's a little point right here. I'm trying to line this little piece up with it to make it straight. Of course, every time I move my fingers are sticking to the butterfly, and it's making it move too. Y'all ever have that problem? Your fingers stick to the butterfly or whatever you're working on. Hi, Cindy. How you doing? I'm working on my. I'm also working on my beaded cover, but I'm gonna have to take my angel off because I don't have any more of the larger beads. So I'm gonna have to take the angel off and uh, redo it because I don't have any more of those beads that go on it. Uh, oh, and it's Cindy. I was cutting the uh, butterfly border for to go in her Happy Mail. And then I watched Janet, and Janet inspired me to go on and make a couple of the ATC cards with butterflies. So this is kind of a Janet idea because I thought these pockets with butterflies on them would be cute. Yeah, and I think Beth would like one of these. I'm not in the ATC swap, but I don't think she'll mind if I send her one anyway. And there's them, and now I'm got to figure out where my butterflies are to find a butterfly that will fit in the pocket. And I know I've got butterflies. I do because I sent out some butterflies and all that. So I've sent butterflies out. See, I got that bus too, Cindy. I love my bus. And there's the wishing flower, Janet, that you liked. I told you I could catch you some more of them if you want them. It's up to you. Uh, I got all kinds of things in here. I need to find my butterfly. And they're in here somewhere. I got dogs and cats. I haven't found a Freddy yet, though. I think I got my box backwards. I need to pull them out because I promised Beth I'd cut her some more. I sent Beth off to you just same time as I did yours, Janet, and you done got both of yours, and Beth ain't got neither one of them. So I don't know what's going on. I haven't. Now there's a butterfly. I wonder if one of them would be big enough. Let's see. Let's see. I think he might. Let's pull him out and see. Now this one has a stamp that goes with that one, so that I can stamp and color if I want to cut it out with that. So, no, I've never used it. So let's see. Will he fit? Barely, but I think he will. What do y'all think? Yeah, it is a happy van. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna put these back in here because I don't want them to flop out and go every which way, but the right way. Let me see. I don't know if it'll fit in my little one or not. But if it don't, I got one that's bigger. It can handle it. Drop my plates. Let's see. Barely. It'll barely fit. It works for me though. Okay, what color should I use? Should I use the light blue on both of them? Can try it though, right? I keep losing my big scissors. I keep laying them down, putting them, and I lay them all sorts of places. So, now, well, that wasn't smart. Y'all see what I did? I put it on the wrong side. It's not going to cut that way. Hi, Jassy. It's not going to cut if I don't put it on the cutting side, is it, y'all? me not have done it again. That ain't gonna work, is it? I hate when I do that. I have to do this a little differently, y'all. I had to make my butterfly shim. My plate's about wore out, so I need to get some more plates. So they're not wanting to cut very well. Now let's see if it worked. If it didn't work, I'll take out my bigger machine to do it with. Ta-da. Now we'll see if he's going to fit. And this is how I mostly clean them to get it out. And then I've got a little thing that I poke it out with, but I'm not going to do that yet. Okay. Want to see if he will fit. I may have to make a background for him so that he won't be quite so flimsy to go in there. And there he is. He's in there. What do y'all think? Think he's going to be too big for it? Oh, good night, Janet. Have a great night. Y'all sleep well, all of you. Thank you for coming in. And there's my butterfly. And later on, I'll poke his little stuff out. Now I got this. Oop, what did I do with my butterfly? I know I did something with him. There we go. I left him over there, didn't I? So now I'll do the other one. Yeah, when your plates get a little old, they get stubborn and they want you to use a shim on them, so to get them to work right, because they wear thin. These dies cut them up pretty good. And here's the other one that's going in the other pocket. And let's see, he will go in this pocket. And I'll go through and I'll poke all them little things out and I'll put them in the pocket and figure out who wants one of them, right? As I figure I'll send one to bed because she's hosting the swap, and even though I'm not in the swap, I think she'll still like it. So let me put that over there. And this out of all the machines I have, this one is my very favorite one, the little Sizzix one, and because I can take these right here. And I can pull this out. I can tote it with me wherever I go. I took it to my brother's house when I had the procedures done on my back. And I got to use it because he wouldn't let me come home just afterwards. He wanted to make sure I was okay. So when he let me come home, I came home and everything. So there it is. And most of my dies will fit into that machine. But whenever I'm cutting a lot of dies, I get my other one out. I've got an electric machine, and I really like it. It costs about $100 on Amazon. Gets it here, so it's easy to handle too. And it's a cutty-all. Is what it is. and it's on Amazon, and it comes in different colors. I just like pink, so I got me a pink one. Um, so it's really good. So what's everybody up to tonight? It won't be long before Mary comes on, so I won't be staying on very long. Um, but like I said, I've been working on my, but I don't have the beads that go here. The larger bead that goes right here. I'm gonna have to take this off and redo, because I don't have the bead for here or for here. Well, this bead I don't have. That one is already on here. It's already here. But this one I'm gonna have to take off and just do without it, and then I'll finish it up and get this one ready to be used. Used or abused one, right? I used a larger ball to do it with, so it's going to be a little shorter. But I've got these right here, and I'll show you what it'll look like on a smaller one. Go. And once you put it on a smaller one, it droops all the way. It drops all the way down. And it has this top, but it comes all the way to the bottom. So if I wanted to, I could sew it up at top and bottom to stay on the ball. But I usually don't. I usually do it this way and leave it large like that, because the ball might be this big that somebody wants to put it on. And these are the ones that you get at the Dollar Tree. So that's where I got it from. Hi, Brenda. Thank you so much, Janet. Like I said, Janet was the inspiration for my butterfly uh, ATCs that I made. Um, and I just thought they came out really well. Let me put it back on my ball that I'm working on. Uh, I'm still looking before I take this off to see if I can find any more of these at this size. I can find them larger, I can find them smaller, but that size is hard. It's hard to find that one. So, and it said I was supposed to get my package from Cindy today in the mail, but unfortunately, it didn't come. So, I guess I'm not going to get it today. It usually tells me if I get it, if I'm supposed to get it uh, on Friday. I usually end up getting it on Saturday. So my post lady, she'll scan it and then she'll get busy and forget to leave it in my box. And then when she gets back to the post office, she'll find out that she still got it, and she'll bring it the next day. They are busy people, though. They are really busy people. She has a rather large route to get through in Bessemer, so Bessemer is a big kind of city. It is another county seat for the Jefferson County, so Jefferson County is a large county, and that's where I live. I used to live in Montevallo, which is the exact center um, of the state of Alabama, the geographical center of the state of Alabama. But I moved back to my home, and I let someone else have my other place. My sister wanted my trailer, so I sold it to her. She wanted it because it was down on her property, and she had been wanting it for a long time. And since I was staying with my mom at the time and everything, and so she talked to my husband, and my husband said, "Okay, we'll sell it to you." And he sold her our trailer, and we moved up here in our house because we have a house, and here we've been ever since. Except for the 5 years I lived in Michigan, we've been here in Bessemer ever since. So I got to run it back through because these didn't cut quite all the way through, so I'm gonna have to run it back through. When you run it back through your die cut, right, it actually bevels the edges on it and everything. So that's not a bad thing. And even the little die cuts, So even the little die cutters, or mine does anyway, has the uh, embossing plate that goes with it. But I don't ever use the embossing plate. For some reason, I just don't. So what I'll do is I'll take my butterfly and I'll stick this back on there, and I'll run it back through. And I'll probably, since I've got to do some die cutting uh, and get some dies cut out for Beth and everything, because she wanted some feathers, and I done forgot what else she wanted now. She wanted feathers and something else, and I've done forgot what it was. I had it cut and in an envelope, and I sent it to her, and she hasn't gotten it. And I sent Janet Nash hers at the same time I sent Bess, and everybody so far has gotten theirs except for Bess. So I figured I better make some more and send to her. So, yeah. Because if not, she probably won't get them anytime soon, because I figure she should have already had them. So these right here I'm going to recut. The only thing I don't like about the die cut machine that I got, and I'll show you what it is. I had me one of them rolly brushes, but all its little hair fell out. I don't know why, it just fell out. It worked great while it worked. So I said, well, okay. Okay. So I don't like this right here, because you have to slide your die down to the center, because if it's here or here, it doesn't cut. Okay. And as you see, these plates all go together, right? This one goes on the bottom of that. Of course, that's a magnetic plate. It goes on top of that. And so, and I don't like that. So I might just go ahead and do that. Notice the top plate right there. Let me get out my butterfly, and I may just go on ahead and just cut out a couple of other ones instead, because I'm always got somebody that wants a butterfly or two. Okay. See, gotta figure this out here. Slide it down. Slide it down. Because if you get it in that one space, it don't cut, because it's got a dent there, and I don't like that. So I'm going to figure out something else to go there instead of that. But there's got to be something. Yeah, mine fell out. I mean, it just, yeah, mine was physics. Yeah. Huh. Well, there wasn't no replacement heads on this one. It's just a wire thing, and I guess it was an older brush or something. Maybe I don't know, but I said, well, I'm not gonna fool with it no more. I'll just poke it out. I like to sit there, and watch TV with my little sponge that I've got and poke it out and stuff like that. Now, did I turn that the wrong way again? I probably did that, didn't I? Okay, no, I didn't. Okay. I thought I'd done turned it the wrong way again, y'all. And it's pretty quiet to be an electric, you know? Let me pull this up a little bit. I'm sorry, y'all. But it's pretty quiet to be electric and everything. So, and now, see, it's still not cutting all the way for some reason. Now let me put that back to this way. And what you do is you just take them and put them back in, right? You lay them back on your piece. And you run it back through your machine. Well, you got to have the whole thing, Teresa. I'm great at this, aren't I? Welcome back, Candy. I believe that came right off. Might have known it would. That's okay. Cut that butterfly up. Don't you love when you do stuff like that? Y'all ever do stuff like that? I do all the time. I make a mess of things. I really make a mess of things. Mm-hmm. I got Janet Baum. I got her um, pieces sent out to her today. She wanted some. She wanted to make pockets out of some of the um, folders that I have, embossing folders. Don't lay yourself down in there. Don't come out. My fingers ain't that sticky. Behave yourself. Okay, let's try this again. It'll probably pop and make it come out again. And if it does, I'll cut another one. It's just paper, right? Hassy. Not hard to hit that H, is it? And sometimes you don't even have to hit the H. Your phone just does it. Okay, I'll have to find my paper cutter thing. Or my paper spritzer thingy. See? That'll work. So, I got to find me a paper spritzer thing, like I said. But I probably have to do it like this and like this. And come off of that and make me a. Oh, that sounds good, Cindy. I've got cinnamon iced coffee. You get back up there. Baby. I knew I laid it somewhere. I'm always standing these things up in front of me or something, and I'll forget where I've stood them. And guess what, y'all? Oh, cinnamon toast and coffee sounds really good. Do any of y'all watch Mary, the Mary Altier? She usually comes on Friday nights. So she does usually come on. come off of that piece. It mashes so hard that it cuts too. But and another thing I like to do when my sinuses aren't really acting that bad is I like to use uh, uh, dryer sheets. Dryer sheets are great to do die cuts with. You can use it as a shim, and when you pull the if you use an unused dryer sheet, when you pull the die up, it usually keeps all these little pieces on the sheet, and you can reuse that dryer sheet too. You don't have to. Uh, I have moved things around again, y'all. I find things and then I don't find things. Okay, but there it is. There it is. Okay, there's one butterfly to go in. Get back in there. Come on now, eyeballs, you can see it. Lift up the butterfly. Lift up this part too. And shove a butterfly in, maybe two. And there's that. Gotta get them little antlers, as Beth calls them. Gotta get them antlers to where they ain't hanging on. And then that butterfly is in its little pocket. And then I need to cut one more little butterfly. Butterfly, butterfly. Let's do a trick. And I think I'll use a different color of blue on that one. Maybe black will work. I think that might work. Mm-hmm. Cutting up. Yep, cutting up. Okay. Let me see, did I cut up enough? Yes, I cut it up enough. Okay. All right, now cut it up enough for that. Get back down there. Put that on top of it. As a shim is a shim is a shim, except for when it's not a shim. It's a shim, a shim, a shim, shim, shim. Hey. No slipping. Wonder if they make a magnetic piece for your paper to hold your paper in place. Y'all think? I'm gonna have to start using my washi tape to hold my paper down on it. My die stays in place. It's my other one that don't want to stay in place. Okay, so when you pull it off, there it is, and just kind of thump it around a little. Turn that off for a minute. Set it down out of my way. That's what I like. It's got this nice little handle on it. Let's see. On this. I found there's a couple of those necklaces in there that I'm going to send to my great-granddaughters. I think they're going to really like to play, dress up with and everything. I got a 7-year-old granddaughter that just turned, will be in 7 in July. And a 5-year-old will be 6 in December. That I think they're really going to enjoy having some costume jewelry to play with. That is, if their mothers don't take it away from them, they may like them too. And that's okay if they want them and they'll wear them and enjoy them, that's a good thing too. But I'm waiting on that one because I want to use it as a drape, and I've got an idea of making some resin pieces, um, journal jewelry, some resin journal jewelry. Oh, is it? But that that one piece that I bought, I wanted for a drape on my journal, and I'm gonna make some resin pieces, and I'm gonna use some wire, and I'm gonna wrap some wire, and I'm gonna make some round pieces, and I think I've got some Christmas cards around here, and I think I'm gonna make some Christmas dangles for it. Um, I'm gonna take a piece of pipe to my brother and ask him to cut it for me to make me a small uh, piece. But it's gonna they're gonna be round, and I may even make some of them in oval shape or diamond shape. But it'll start out round, and then I'll shape them as I go. And I'm gonna make dangles to come off of it. Um, but I like working with the resin. It's just quick set resin, though. It's not anything that you melt, that you pour in, mix and pour and all that kind of stuff. This is just quick set resin that I'm going to be working with. But that's how I did. I was working with the cross paper clips and stuff that I used. I don't know if y'all saw those, but I posted them online. But I did one of them. There's one that's gold, I think, and I put little the wish flower pieces in it and it's resin. You can see through it, and you can see the little wish flower pieces in it. And I used and it was a paper clip. And then the other one, I used a piece of blue paper as a background. So. And this one, I may change out. Yeah, I think I'm going to change this one out and put this one in so you can see the butterfly better. At least somebody will, anyhow, I guess. What is that HJ? What is your HJ, Cindy? You'll have to tell me. And now there's that one, and I'll put this one in this one. And then I will put my information on the back and figure out where they're going to and find and maybe make a few more of these. It takes a little time to work with just one of these because, as you can see, once you pull that butterfly out, it's stubborn and it's got little pieces and it don't want to go back in there and it wants to be stubborn more and more. And I got to put some glue right here. Where'd my glue go to? I done hid my glue, y'all. Of all the nerve. Did I knock my glue off? Do y'all see my glue laying anywhere? I got stuff all over my desk here, y'all. Did I knock my glue off? I probably knocked it off and didn't realize it. I'm always knocking that little bottle of glue off. I got a cross like yours, Cindy. I've had it for a long time. Uh, I call that one my Easter cross. And I've taken this, and I've taken the center and all the pieces, and I've put it down on a card, and I've took all those pieces and put it around it and made it look like a whole different cross. So I really enjoy that cross right there. It's fun to because I use it like it's a puzzle and everything, and so all right, where'd you go? There it is. I told you I got bad eyes, didn't I? Okay. Slide you back in there. Can't get in the glue yet now. Don't get in the glue. They'll never get you out. Set that to the side. Wipe that off. Wipe your little nose. And throw that over there. And put it upside down. I put my glue upside down so every time I use it, I don't have to work and shake and work with it. So what do y'all think? Think that okay? So these are inspired by Janet Nash. She made she's got a video that she put up, uh, and she made a ATC card that has a pocket on the front of it. Only she sewed hers. I didn't sew mine. I haven't learned how to use my sewing machine yet. I have a cute sewing machine that it's a Singer, and it's got zigzag stitches glower on it. Um, and it's one of them touch button kind of things. Anyway, these were inspired by Janet Nash. Stop that. Uh, I didn't turn it off. Let me turn my little gadget off here. If I don't turn it off, I'll be like Beth. I'll be going out of here and leaving y'all sitting here by yourself and all that stuff. Um, Stop that. Now, and now these are ready to be sent, except for putting my information on the back of them. And I'll probably make ATCs from this. Let me see what I can do here. And this is what I used to do the butterfly. Uh, Bye, Kel. Thank you for coming, darling. I sure do appreciate it. See, and this is what I did to do the butterfly. And everybody knows how to work these. I know they do. You just take and line your butterflies up and everything, and push that all the way up in, and you make sure that these line up here. Make sure they're lined up and set straight. And then you see, and it just keeps a punching like that. And then you bring these down to this side, and you line it up. Make sure it's straight, and you punch. And then you come on down to this one, because you want to punch it all out like that. And there it is. There's a butterfly strip. So and then you just take all this little garbage right here, you wipe it into the hand and throw it into the trash. And then I just take my scissors and clip the edge like that. And there's that. Then I can take this one and clip that and clip that. And then there's a butterfly strip. There it is. And then I cut the 2.5 by 3.5. And the 2.5 by 3.5 card. And I just made sure that I have it in there in my punch even, and then I punched it to get the top layer. Don't you just love the way she does that? Bye for now, meow. That is so cute, isn't it? And then I have this row of black butterflies. I can set that over there and this back over here out of my way. And then I have this big butterfly. And these make great stencils, y'all. Or they make great put on pages. I like to put them on pages too. They make great shakers. Um, you can take and put a plastic something behind it, like a. These right here, this is a bracelet that I got. And I really like this bracelet right here. But I am going to take it apart, and it's going to be part of that dangle that I'm working on for the and when I get my and then I take, I'll see, who is it? And this is a tiger's eye bracelet. And I really thought it was really pretty, and I may end up just putting me a clasp on it and wearing it myself because I like it. I like it. It's really pretty. I actually thought about taking my watch apart and putting my watch on it, my watch face on it, to make me a watch band out of it. See, I've got all kinds of ideas of what I'm thinking about doing with it, and I think it'd be pretty, but my watch is pink. It's a health watch, and it's pink, so I might take it and do it that way and put my watch face on it. And I think it'd be pretty, though. Pink and brown goes well together. So, rabbit trail. So, have y'all ever took these die cuts and make shakers out of them? And I want to make me a house. And it's also inspired by Janet Nash. Uh, and it's a house, and it's going to have like a plastic top. And it's going to be a shaker house. But it's going to be cut this way. But I got to learn to use my sewing machine. Um, I got to get my sewing machine threaded, and yes, it will be a pretty watch. I got to get my sewing machine threaded and all that stuff, and figure out how to use my sewing machine to do that, because you have to you make the house, but the house is going to be painty paper, and I've got painty paper for it. But the top of it's going to be a shaker card, and I think that's going to be really cute. Um, but I haven't got everything. Like I said, I've got to learn to use my sewing machine to do that one. Let me put my little bag back in here, because these are little sticky bags I stick stuff in to send out. Whenever I got several pieces, that would normally. That's why I pulled it out, right? So that goes like that, and then I'll put all the information on, and I'll seal it shut to be sent off. There you. Then I'll make a few little things to go in with it, and that, that, and that can go here. And I'll make another one of them. I won't worry about that. And There's that one. Go with the other ones. And move these out of the way. Let's go here. Talk to myself as I go. Here's that one, and that one, and these ones here. And here's what my thought is. I've got to get this leveled out. And I take the wire and I twist the wire and I bend up the loop. And then I've got to get these all layered out. Then I'll put, let's see, have I got something? Maybe it'll show up. Flowers maybe will show up. And then I'll cut around that and I'll back it with something because this is kind of a flimsy paper. And I can back it with something. And I'll put resin in that. And then I'll harden it and then I'll cut around it. And then I'll back it after I do the resin because the resin will soak through and you'll be able to see it to make a journal jewelry with it. So, all right. Well, it's time for me to go and fix me something to eat. I can feel my blood sugars getting low, and so I'm gonna take and make a card, probably with that. Be just the right size, won't it? Take my little do gadget right here. I'll do that. Oop. I have these made, and I've got to punch this one out, and these right here are ready to be put in an envelope and sent away. And I have this one made, and I thought that was kind of a cute edge. Were these the edges you were talking about, Cindy, that you liked? Or do you like different kinds of edges? Is that what you were talking about? Like I've got the butterfly edges, and I've got this edge right here that I can put in it. I've got, that one didn't poke out, did it? Okay, that's all right then. Got this edge. Tuna salad sounds good. And I have this edge and this edge, which are butterfly edges, of course. And you know that edge, and that edge. I'm putting them on this black so you can see what I'm talking about. So there's that. Is that what you were talking about, Cindy? This one? Or do you want all three edges in your... Do you want all these edges in there? You like them all? Okay. I'll put them in your envelope. Do you know how many edges you want? And then I like the silver. This is a, I don't know if you can see it, it's iridescent, holographic, whatever you want to call it. I call it iridescent because holographic has different little doodads in it. This one's just iridescent to me. But I think that's going to be pretty on there. I'll need to cut it down here. And now what I'll do is I'll put this in my paper cutter and I'll shear it off because my paper's not straight, but that's okay. So, all right, I can feel my blood sugar getting really low. And in case I'm talking slow, I apologize for that, but I've got to go now. Thank everybody for being here. I do appreciate it. And bye for now. Hi, Beth. I'm fixing to go. Um, I was just showing the, I showed the ATC cards that I made that was inspired by Janet Nash. My blood sugar's getting low. I can tell it because I'm getting slow at talking. And I made a butterfly to go inside. It's a pocket, and I've got two of them, Beth. I'm gonna send one of them to you, um, because you're hosting the swap. Even though I'm not in the swap, I'm sending one to you, because you're hosting the swap, and I appreciate that you are. I made a black butterfly to go in this one because I didn't have any more of that color paper. If I had, I'd have made the larger butterfly in this color like I did for this one. So, which one do you like most? They're both blue. The light blue and the dark on the back. This is a pearl blue and the light blue on the back. Get yourself back down in there. He likes to stick his little hiney in the wrong spot. And then, which one do you like? Yeah, I thought I'd send one to Cheryl with a get well card. She's my sister. Um, so you don't want one? Yeah, I'm going to send the other one to Cheryl. Which one do you want? Both are blue. One's a light blue, one's a dark blue on the front. Then flop it over and you've got the dark blue and the light blue on the back. So both of them are blue. You want this one? You want this one? Okay, right or left, Beth? This one. Okay, gotcha. All right. The other one is going to Cheryl with a get well card. This one's going to you. This one's going to Cheryl with a get well card. But I really have to go. I'm starting to sweat. Okay, and I really shouldn't be sweating at 64 degrees in my house. So I can tell I need to go. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. Bye.